Beautiful, gorgeous friends. I hope you're all doing so incredibly well. Today is December 21st and we still don't have any decorations up for Christmas. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. This will obviously be going up like around Christmas time, so it may not be very helpful for anyone, but it's going to be a cozy time for me and I wanted to share it. So first thing that I'm going to be doing is slicing some oranges for an orange garland. And I saw a genius on TikTok do this with her like slicer. I never thought of that. I don't know why, but I never thought of that. And then I also have my candles that I want to put up and hang from the ceiling, kind of like Harry Potter vibes. Very excited about that one because these are going to be staying up for a while. Maybe I'll leave them up forever, who knows. And then I have some brown lunch bags to be making some big paper stars with. And then last but not least, I'm going to be doing cinnamon apple ornaments. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them. I have never seen them, never heard of them until I saw them on Instagram just the other day by somebody that I recently started following. It's a really, really simple recipe. It's literally just applesauce and cinnamon that you mix together until they form like a dough. And then you roll them out and cut them out and bake them. And it's going to be super convenient because the oranges and the cinnamon apple ornaments have to bake at the same temp, so I'll be able to have them in there at the same time, which is going to be really, really great. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all. I am getting a very late start to the day. It's 1 o'clock already and I spent the morning with my brother. He stayed the night last night and we were supposed to be doing this together all day, but he has to go home and do chores, which is pretty lame, but it is what it is. So this is probably mostly going to be a B-roll video of me doing all of this stuff. I hope you guys don't mind. I obviously have not been posting as much lately because of a lot of family stuff. Please keep us in your prayers. We have a lot coming up over the last next couple months that can be pretty life-changing, so please pray for us. It's a very hectic season. Anyway, I'm gonna get started. I think I'm gonna start with the oranges since I need to pat those dry and let those kind of air out a little bit. A lot of people let them sit out on the counter and dry out for 24 hours before they bake them. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to. I'm just gonna pat them dry and let them hang out for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get the dough started. So yeah, let's have a cozy time. I'm so excited. friends, so it has been a few hours and that was a fun time. I really love the idea of using the scraps from cutting the oranges in a simmer pot. It smells so fabulous right now. It's just orange slices, cloves, and some cinnamon in some water, and it smells heavenly. Thank God, because dogs, you know? So right now I'm just going to be putting the batteries in my candles and then hanging those up on the ceiling in the living room. I'm gonna kind of stagger them a little bit, and I think it's gonna look really, really nice. So I'd love to know if you guys have any kind of fun Christmas traditions. My family is not very like family-ish, if that makes sense. We never had any kind of traditions growing up. We just, I don't know, my family's just not really into like the tradition thing or crafting or anything like that, or we didn't even like decorate together. Cute! I would love to know if you guys have something fun that you guys do with your family, because we would really love to implement stuff into our own. Even though it's just me and Steven right now, I think it's just fun to have stuff to pass down or diagonally to family. Just making things more cozy and magical this time of year, you know? These are so pretty. I'm going to hang them using the string that I use to make bracelets with. I would usually use like fishing wire, but I do not feel like hunting in our garage right now when it's like -5 degrees outside. No, it's exactly 0 degrees outside, so I'm not gonna go do that. The cinnamon and applesauce ornaments were really cute and fun to make, but I would definitely say use more cinnamon, because the recipe that I found says to use a cup of applesauce and then a cup and quarter cup of a cup and quarter? Is there a way to say that I'm not thinking of? A quarter and a quarter. A cup and a quarter cup. Oh my gosh. Of cinnamon. I would recommend doing like a cup and a half of cinnamon, maybe even more than that, because I was continuously adding cinnamon throughout that entire process and it was still really, really sticky. And the lady that I watched make it, that I found on Instagram, hers was like almost falling apart because it was a bit dry. So I don't know. It did not work out super, super duper well for me, but I did obviously manage to get some pieces done. I'm curious to see how that turns out, but my house smells so good right now. So good. It smells like a Christmas wonderland. It just smells like cinnamon with like a touch of orange. It's so lovely. But okay, I got these done, so let's go put these up. Okay, so this is the area that I want to do them in. I think it'll look really, really cool hanging like right in front of the bookshelves. Mind you, we won't be able to see them when we like watch a movie because our projector screen is like right here in front. But I don't want to do them in front of the projector screen because it's like the direct path to walking to our back door, which I do every morning to feed the chickens. So I'll have to do them behind, but I don't know. Should I do them behind or should I do them in front? Okay, now I'm gonna have to brainstorm. In the meantime, I will say I am reading Crooked Kingdom right now. I haven't read in a hot minute. I feel like I've been reading Crooked Kingdom forever, like for several weeks, and I'm just like not that into it. It's not that fun. I feel like I'm just getting to the part where there's a little bit of action, so it's okay. I think I'm gonna keep going, but I kind of want to read this book that my dear friend Katie sent to me that I have been seeing all over Instagram, and it's called Christmas with the Elf King. Isn't it so beautiful? I heard the story is lovely and the setting is beautiful, the fantasy is fun. The only thing like that I think is going to bother me is that my friend Nadine said that the editing is not very great. And if you know me, if you've been here a while, you know that editing is like a massive deal for me. Like it's like the biggest thing for me. Like I will put a book down forever, or I will drop the rating significantly if the editing is bad, because it will like take me out of the story. There was a book that I really, really enjoyed last year. No, not last year, sorry. I think it was earlier this year, that I loved the story, I loved the vibes, everything like that, but the editing, it was like there was a typo on nearly every single page. And it took me forever to read because I hated that. I just, ugh, you have one job, you know? Anyway, so I think I might be picking this up soon, who knows? But then I also got The Ballad of Never After sent to me by my friend Jen, and I really want to read that one because obviously I just finished the Caraval series and I'm obsessed. And now I want to reread the first book of Once Upon a Broken Heart because that's the only one I've read, so that I can read that series because everybody says that series is better. I'm having a hard time believing it, but I want to get into it. So anyway, okay, I need to think about what I'm going to do with this. Okay, I put the hooks up. I'm just gonna do them in front of the bookshelf and I'm just gonna stagger them a little bit. And now I'm trying to figure out the height because I need the string long enough to be down under, like, so the candles are underneath where the beam is, if that makes sense. So I'd rather have them too long than too short. Slipknot, being a crocheter, comes in handy at this moment. And then they'll hang like that. So slipknot again. That just came undone. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. It's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do a slip knot and then I'm gonna tie a knot because I don't want this coming undone, obviously. Yes! Eee, I think that's perfect! I mean, that's like so long. It definitely doesn't need to be that long. But the beam is right here. So I think they're gonna have to be a little bit long, but that's fine. I'll do some of them like that height, and then the rest of them I'll try to do a little bit shorter, one around that height, you know what I mean? Okay. Yay! Okay, so this next one, I did it quite a bit shorter. The nice thing about slip knots is you can like adjust how long the string is gonna be. So I'm gonna do this one in that corner since it's shorter, and that one will need to be short because that's where the Christmas presents are. No, I need it shorter. I think that's a good height. Well, you couldn't really see that. You were probably looking at my tummy the whole time. I think that's perfect. Okay, on to the next one. I think I'm gonna have to remember to keep these strings on them for next year because this is kind of a pain to have to measure this out. I think those two are way too close to the same height. I don't know. I'll mess with them afterwards. It's fine. Oops. Okay, now I'm gonna go through all of them and double knot them because I don't want that to happen. Okay, they're up and they're looking fabulous.